dad has stage 4 cancer. I am in complete, total shock. I have been neglecting everything at Second City Inc. Now I want to run the shop.
Ooh, it's so good to be back.
No one should be hiring anyone to work in my shop.
You're a joke in this industry. You will never be taken seriously.
We flash a lot on things, like she's a little more controlled.
Wanting a structured, regular
Happy life?
This platform is Black Ink Crew. Crew means everybody together.
You sitting in my seat.
You're right there. There you are. Ryan, Charmaine, good morning. Jeff in Las Vegas, thank you for joining me this morning.
Thanks for
How you
having
doing?
us, Jeff.
Absolutely.
Let's get some of that weather.
Season 7. I mean, congratulations. Very exciting. Ryan, what's happening at 9mag this season? Obviously recovering from the effects of COVID on yourself and the business, right?
No, absolutely. You know, everybody went through COVID and everybody had to take the pandemic head on. It's a blessing that we were able to, you know, create structure in that time that we had down to want to come back and then, you know, not be at risk as we were when it happened. You know, so you'll see 9mag recovering from that and seeing how good or how bad we move forward with it.
And Charmaine, how has things changed for tattooing since you opened your own shop, Second City Inc., and dealing with the city of Chicago?
Oh man, things have changed. I mean, things have changed for everyone, no matter what industry you're in. You know, obviously, one second there's no mask mandate, the next second there's mask mandates. And, you know, Chicago, we are definitely taking the precautions over here to make sure we keep Chicago safe. So, you know, while you're indoors, you have to wear your mask, and even just, you know, enforcing those rules and making sure that you can stay open. I mean, that's just so important right now.
And Ryan, you were in the middle of a production of season 6 when the governor of Illinois issued a stay-at-home order, which forced you to close 9mag. I mean, how difficult was that for you?
Yeah, like I said, we were watching day by day and not knowing how things were going. And you would even see other cities begin to shut down. But like I said, you know, this is a different generation. We haven't lived through an actual pandemic, you know what I mean? So actually having to be affected, you know, by a pandemic and shut down business and, you know, not go outside and, you know, dealing with our children couldn't go to school. So it was crazy in a nutshell. We were literally in the middle of filming a season and we couldn't do anything, you know, staying away from people that you grew close to, and, you know, definitely not being able to provide for your families. You know, the world had to see how that felt. So it was tough.
And Charmaine, when the stay-at-home order was issued, how concerned were you keeping your crew together? Because I assume they searched for other work.
So when the stay-at-home order was enforced, I actually was a brand new mom. I had my baby the same day as the pandemic stay-at-home order was enforced. And my focus was just being a mother, and it wasn't on the tattoo shop. I mean, it's like, okay, you guys can't work right now. Well, I'm gonna focus on my baby. And like, you know, majority of my tattoo artists, they also lived out of state. So they all traveled back to their respected areas. And I was fortunate enough to just not have to focus on the shop like Ryan had to focus, because that is Ryan's livelihood, and Ryan has a lot of people that depend on him. You know, my artists worked out of state. I mean, they lived out of state, so they went back home. I didn't have to worry about them, and I was able to focus on my child and my family. So for me, this season, you'll see me step back in after this pandemic and, you know, put my foot down and set boundaries on the new order of business.
And Ryan, I've been one of the lucky people that hasn't contracted, you know, COVID-19. Is it as bad as they say? I mean, you lose your sense of taste, and is it that miserable?
Yeah. And the bad part is that, you know, it affects everyone differently, you know, and for me, you know, when I caught it, it was, you know, I didn't know what to expect at first. You don't know how to react to losing your smell or taste. You know, it's kind of, you know, it's a feeling of like, I don't know what this is. You know, you know how to think you can smell or think you can taste because you know the texture, but, you know, not doing it, it was a panic for me, you know. And then, like I said, it affects everyone different. You know, I did get sick, and the level that it feels of getting sick, and then the worry after you see everybody going through it. And I caught it early on, so we didn't know what was going on. Yeah, it was scary, so.
I can't imagine that. That's must have been a trying time. And Charmaine, I'm sorry to hear about the passing of your father, because I lost my brother to cancer last year, and I lost my mother to COVID last summer. So yeah, so 2020 was a bad year. So my heart goes out to you.
Thanks so much. And, that's why I don't feel so bad about sharing my story, because so many people can relate. So thank you, and sorry for your loss as well.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, thank you. Well, Ryan, we're still waiting for a Black Ink Cruise Las Vegas. When's it going to happen? We need you out here in Sin City.
I don't like to count my eggs before they hatch, too much. But Las Vegas, I love Las Vegas. Let's just put it like that. So.
Oh, that's great. Well, we're open, and we'd love to have you both when it's safe. Come out and visit us. And congratulations on season 7. And it's always a pleasure to talk to you both. Thank you so much.
Thank
Wow.
you.